Hello and welcome everybody to another Duskmourn House of Horror draft. I'm Paul Cheon and today we are sitting at Platinum 3. This is Duskmourn draft number 2. We actually did our very first Is It Rooms deck. I feel like I drafted it maybe once or twice total, but like I said, now with Duskmourn kind of at the end, with Foundations coming around the corner, I want to try to explore some of the archetypes that you haven't seen me draft as often. Of course, with the caveat that the archetype needs to be open. If something else is super open, I'm still going to draft and try to teach you all how to succeed in this format and all limited formats if possible. Now, before I head into this draft, I just wanted to say that if you've been looking to purchase some Magic the Gathering singles or sealed product, check out tcgplayer.com. tcgplayer.com is the best place to go to for TCG singles and sealed products. And if you want to make any purchases through the website, make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below. Additionally, check out heavyplay.com for top-of-the-line Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want deck boxes, playmats, sleeves, dice boxes, and more, go to heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. They will have a booth presence coming up at SCGCon Columbus from November 15th through November 17th. So when you go to that booth, make sure you say hi and tell them Paul sent you. And if you do, they will still give you that 10% discount in person as well. Alrighty, Valgavat's Onslaught. I'm just going to say that every time I open a pack. We've been doing it a lot. Or at least before I did the Arena Cubes. Alright, let's take a look here. We have Split Skin Doll, Trapped in the Screen, and Wildfire Wickerfolk as cards that really stand out to me, along with Monstrous Emergence, but less so than these other two cards. Egotist and Fear of Falling are both just fine. Egotist is pretty good if you're black-red, but I think I'd rather take Split Skin Doll or Trapped in the Screen, and I think I do prefer the Split Skin Doll. This card's just excellent. Trapped in the Screen is also a great removal spell, but this card, just 2 mana, 2/1 draw card, in limited. It's all about card advantage. This card is fantastic. Gonna be happy to play this in just about any deck that I choose to play. All right, moving on to pick number 2 here. Had we taken the Egotist, there is a Sawblade Skin Ripper here, but of course, it doesn't go particularly well with our first pick, which was the Split Skin Doll. It is the best card in the pack, but there are some other good cards in this pack, like the Clockwork Percussionist and Glassworks. And I'm not really sure which one to take between these two. You know, I haven't done some red-white beats in a while. I do love me a Percussionist. It is nice to go turn 1 Percussionist, turn 2 Split Skin Doll. Glassworks is fine, but I do like it more in Delirium-style decks or Sacrifice decks, whereas the Percussionist, I think, is just always going to be good, especially in the color combinations that I like to play the Percussionist in. So let's take that here and see what else is available. Now there's a Bookworm. There's another Percussionist, though, so Bookworm, certainly a sign, or could be a sign that blue-green is open, or I can just take the Percussionist here and continue down the path of being perhaps a red-white aggro deck, maybe a red-black deck, something along those lines. But you know how much I love the Bookworm here. I mean, seeing it third pick, yeah, the thing is, there's no reason to lock in red-white just yet. I thought Percussionist was maybe close enough to the Sawblade Skin Ripper where I can take the Percussionist, but I think the Bookworm is enough better than the Percussionist where I will speculate on this just because seeing it third pick could mean that this is the direction that I want to be. And a good blue-green deck that's open is, there's not many archetypes that are stronger than that. And yeah, I'm not seeing a lot of the good red-white aggressive cards. There's a Hand That Feeds that's okay. There's a Monstrous Emergence, which I think I'm going to take out of this pack as just a nice interactive spell. Obviously, Bookworm is a big pivot from the first 2 cards that we took, but things certainly looking okay here. Granted, that is Clockwork Percussionist number 3 with a turn inside out, so that would have been a decent start as well. But for us, we have the choice between Drag to the Roots, Twist Reality, or Monstrous Emergence number 2. I think I'm just going to take Monstrous Emergence. I like Drag to the Roots, but I don't want to commit to that third color just yet. I think it's maybe slightly better than Monstrous Emergence, but not enough so, where I'll take it over the Monstrous Emergence here. And yeah, here we have Vanish from Sight, which is a nice interactive spell that I like. I don't really like Say Its Name that much in blue-green just because you already have a ton of ways to kind of mill yourself with the manifest cards. So oftentimes you can get dangerously close to decking yourself, which I'm not interested in. There's an Unsettling Twins if I want it to be red-white aggro, but let's see if we can move into blue-green. I'm just going to take Vanish from Sight because I think it's just an excellent interactive spell. Beastie is fine, but kind of replaceable. And, you know, this is looking pretty solid. And now we have a 7th pick, Mythic Common. My favorite common in the set, Spineseeker Centipede. There's also an Underwater Tunnel, noting that there's also an Ethereal Armor, which is very good in the blue-white enchantment archetype, but very, very happy with this Spineseeker Centipede. Does seem like we are potentially in the right colors. Oh, yeah. Hey, read signals and get rewarded, right? Gonna take another Centipede. I do like the interaction with Tunnel and Oblivious Bookworm, but Centipede is simply far too good. This pack is just awesome, and this lets us know that we are in the right direction, and the Monstrous Emergence tabled. The Monstrous Emergence tabled. So we are looking to be in excellent shape. I will take a Cryptid Inspector. Right now, I don't have any Manifest cards, so not interested in playing this right now. Love playing the Wary Watchdog, though. Having that 2-mana, 3-power creature, particularly good with the triple Monstrous Emergence. One issue that I have with the Emergence sometimes in blue-green is you often have too many spells that act as creatures because they're Manifest spells, but right now we have all creatures, so still looking pretty decent here, and, you know, nothing too crazy. We have all commons, and we have the Bookworm, but it did feel like green was pretty wide open with all the Centipedes and the Emergence. Blue, maybe not so much. Specifically blue-green, though, probably open. So if we do see a lot of the blue-green Manifest payoffs, we will likely get them in pack 3. All right. Here, I will take Impossible Inferno. If I'm interested in splashing removal, can certainly take it. And given that blue didn't seem super open, maybe there's a world where we splash the Bookworm and go into red. Although red didn't seem super open either. Is a person passing to us in blue-red or something? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, I forgot there's also the Percussionist here. So I guess there is a world where we can go red-green. I really dislike the Domination, but I guess I can't rule it out just yet. Okay, pack number 2, and this one is a pretty weak one. Nothing great. I do like the Fungus, and it's going to be my pick, but of course not as excited about this as a Paranormal Analyst or a Bookworm or Under the Skin or any of those cards, but I will take it here. It's a totally fine card. Great card, actually. Here we have Stay Hidden, Stay Silent, and Unable to Scream as options. Brood Spinner is okay on the splash, but I think I'd rather just take one of these removal spells, and think I'm going to take Stay Hidden, Stay Silent over Unable to Scream, as this lets you manifest in the late game. All right. Our removal looking very, very nice here so far in this nice blue-green shell that we have working. This is a pretty big miss, though. No good blue or green cards. I'm not really interested in taking the Say Its Name 3rd pick. I don't have enchantments for Unwilling Vessel. So I'm going to take Betrayer's Bargain because we do have the mana fixing for this. And Temur Cheons might be on the menu here. Might just be. Maybe splash the 2 removal spells here. The thing is, when you're blue-green, getting Delirium is pretty easy. So this is just another way to get card advantage. Here, there is a Dragonfire, but I don't like it as much on the splash. There's also Unable to Scream, but I have a lot of removal already, so I'm just interested in just more creatures, so I'm just going to keep taking Centipedes. Just cannot go wrong with taking, quote-unquote, too many Centipedes. I don't even think such a thing exists. Now I will take the Unable to Scream here over the Percussionist. There is a Glimmerlight, which is also fine, but typically in blue-green, I find that I have enough 2-drops with the Wary Watchdog. Green just has 3 common 2-drops that I'm all happy playing. Let's just go ahead and take the Unable to Scream here, because it's just a harder effect to get. Oh my, how many Centipedes is too many? We'll find out. We'll find out. I got 4, though. 4 Centipedes. Doesn't look like I need Inspector here in the 3-mana slot. So what do I need here? I would like some tap lands that add red mana potentially, and some more cheap things to do. But triple Monstrous Emergence, obviously one top-end threat would also be nice. But it could be anything, honestly. It could even be like a Branch Snapper or something. All right, I don't need another Inspector right now. I'm still very, very low on Manifest. I actually have no Manifest. I just have Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. Here, I will take Drag to the Roots as a potential splash. If we end up, let's say, getting a Swarm Weaver, obviously I would prefer splashing the black over the red. Now, right now, I think I would lean towards splashing the red here, But again, if I get a really great black card, let's say I get a Brood Spinner to go with the Drag to the Roots, and I'm not really interested in playing 4 colors, that's something I might do. This is like Percussionist number 75, but I'm happy enough taking the Glimmerlight. Like, I'll still play this card if I don't get other 2-mana plays. So let's take that. Not really interested in Duskmourn's Domination. I'll just take a Piranha Fly in case I just really need 2-mana creatures, although Piranha Fly is not really the type of card I like too much in blue-green. And now we have Moldering Gym and Bashful Beastie. With 4 Centipedes, I don't think I need the Moldering Gym. I'm just going to... I mean, this is all mediocre. I'll just take a Beastie. Like I said, I kind of wanted a top-end thing. And Beastie is very nice to have with the triple Monstrous Emergence that we're playing. There's also Megalodon, which could also be a consideration, given the fact that I do want to have some number of big creatures to go with the Monstrous Emergence. Let's take some gems here for the sideboard. Certainly need some more 2-drops, I want to say, and some nice... The thing is, my deck, it looks fine, but I'm severely lacking in uncommons. I have 2 uncommons so far in my deck, which is not ideal. Well, we opened the best rare in the set, but it's double white. All right, this is where we reevaluate everything, just because this card is so silly good. Because this card is so silly good, we reevaluate anything. Will we have enough playables? 3, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12? Splash these? 30, 40, 50, 16? I think so. I mean, what else am I taking? Survivor isn't particularly good here. Razorkin Horde Color is also pretty good, but it's not better than Overlord of the Mistmoors. We are literally switching... If I take this, I'm literally switching colors in the last pack. I have a Split Skin Doll. I'm going to do it. Overlord of the Mistmoors is just that good. There's a handful of cards where if you can afford to. The thing is, because I'm primarily a green deck, I can afford to do this, right? Just because I'm primarily a green deck, I can afford to do this. Okay? We're running this. What do we take here? I don't really care for the Cheerleader here. Unsettling Twins is pretty decent. There's also green-white land. Maybe I take that, because I think I'm going to have enough playables. It taps to add green. Gives me white fixing. Yeah, I'm in for the land here. Because I am interested in splashing the blue for these 2 removal spells and the Bookworm. And possibly even Vanish from Sight, but a little bit less so. Here I will take the Wary Watchdog, noting that there is a Scorching Dragonfire. But hey, I kind of wanted 2-mana creatures anyways. So let's go ahead and take the Watchdog here. And now that's another Percussionist, but I'll take the Lakeside Shack just to make my mana a little bit better. And now, ooh, Enduring Vitality. That card's really interesting. 5 removal spells here. There's a Coordinated Clobbering, but I like the Vitality, especially if I can pick up some survival cards. That's obviously very, very strong if I can do so. There's a Moldering Gym. There's a Coordinated Clobbering. But I feel like I have a lot of fight spells already, and I want to try the Enduring Vitality here, particularly because I'm looking to play a bunch of colors. All right, anything that's green, white, or blue. Anything that's green, white, or blue. Nothing, of course. Do I take Drag to the Roots number 2? I mean, there's nothing else really for me. I don't really care for Jump Scare in this deck. I'm not going to splash Drag to the Roots. All right, let's... I mean, it is a combat trick, so let's just... But I need more creatures. I will take the Glimmer Seeker. There's Coordinated Clobbering and a Flood Pitch Drowner, which is very, very good. But Glimmer Seeker is also really nice with the Vitality. So let's go ahead and take that. Here, I will... Yeah, I don't actually mind splashing Glimmer Burst. Actually, I'm going to do that. Now we take the Watchdog. Okay. This is filling up nicely. This is filling up nicely. We're going to be really leaning on the power level of the Overlord of the Mistmoors here to get us, to take us to the Promised Land. I will just take a Fear of Exposure. This card is fine. You know, don't really want to play more blue cards here if I can help it. I mean, honestly, we're just green with white and blue cards, right? So, double Withering Torment. Tunnel Surveyor, certainly not something that I'm interested in here. This is 23 cards. I think we ended up with... We only have 3 white cards. But the white cards are so good, I just feel like we just need to make it work here somehow. I actually really like Vanish from Sight here too. I think I'm going to play that, especially with Quad Spineseeker Centipede. Ooh, I'll take the Clobbering here. With Quad Centipede and a Vitality, Moldering Gym is less important here. So I'll take the Clobbering as just another removal spell that works well with the Glimmer Seeker that we have here. And, you know, honestly, this can probably be a 16-land deck, given the Quad Branch Snapper, or excuse me, Quad Centipede that we have there. And let's take a look at what this deck looks like. So 9, 15, 16, 17. Certainly want 9 green sources. Can probably shave on that. So this gives us 4 blue, 6 white. Okay. I think we just want an even mix here. So this gives us 5 blue, 5 white, 9 green. And then we have the Branch Snapper as well. And then remember, 5 blue plus Quad Centipede is 9 blue. Okay? And it's also 9 white. Granted, the Split Skin Doll is pretty hard to play early. But we have more blue cards than white cards. But noting that our white cards... I mean, we have Overlord of the Mistmoors, right? White. Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm literally splashing you. Okay, let's not get too crazy here. What am I missing? Nothing really. 11, 15. Oh, I still need to cut a card here. Actually, 2 cards. I need to cut a land and a spell. All right. So if you look at my curve, I'm actually going to put these here, just because I think they're going to be pretty unreliable. But noting that I do still have 3 Wary Watchdogs and a Glimmerlight. In triple Monstrous Emergence to kill things. Think I'm gonna shave an island here, just because my blue cards are not things that you want to play early anyways, other than the Bookworm. So we have the 4 blue sources, but I just feel like I want more white, particularly because this is also a double white effect. So we'll go something like this. Now this still gives us 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 white sources. So we'll be able to play this on turn 4 a good amount of the time if we go ahead and fetch a Plains. And then as far as cards I want to cut, I think it's just going to be one of these 2 big cards. Let's just cut the Beastie. I've been pretty underwhelmed with the Beastie yet. I want to have the chance of being able to play this on turn 4 with the Glimmer Seeker. So let's just live all of our dreams. Look, not having a Beastie in your deck is just, you're never going to really miss it. So... having one of the big creatures is still nice for the Monstrous Emergence, but I think we have enough big stuff. And I'm playing the Branch Snapper there just to have another big card that also lets me get that land, that key land number 3. All right, now before we head into this round, I just wanted to say that if you've been enjoying this content, wanted to support the channel in another way, Patreon is the best way to do so. That's patreon.com/paulcheon. If you subscribe to the Patreon, I will get much better hands on Arena because I have to mulligan this one. Shout out to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. All right, let's keep this hand here, and let's bottom the Branch Snapper. Nice hand. We do have Glimmer Seeker plus Fear of Exposure. Do love to see that. My opponent has my favorite island art. A person rather, of true class and character. I appreciate you, Lockman. Great island. These are the APAC Islands. I like the Guru lands as well, but our opponent clearly with fantastic taste. Alright, we're going to play the Glimmer Seeker here and hope for the best. I could have played a turn 3 Fear of Exposure, but I feel like I'd rather get the value here off the Glimmer Seeker if possible. Although, it's not possible, apparently. Now what? I can't play Enduring Vitality and also Fear of Exposure. I think I just want to play the 5/4 Trampler, honestly. Get a 5/4 Trampler in play. We're kind of out of action here. Glimmer Burst would be nice. I'm sure they have something. Oh, it's their own Glimmer Burst. That doesn't do much. Alright, they're at 8, and then we play Enduring Vitality. I mean, I'm sure they have okay plays here, but that was pretty weak, given my board. That tells me that they likely didn't have a removal spell here for Fear of Exposure. Oh, Fear of Falling is not ideal, given that I have the Fungus here to kill it. Attack. Alright, they're at 1. This would be really impressive if they can come back from this. Dealing with 3 permanents, they need life gain. They need a lot. They need a lot. Damnation, I guess, gets it done. Duskmourn's Domination doesn't get it done. Yeah. Alright. Just a nice curve. They actually had a nice little control shell, it looks like, but we were just able to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 for the beatdown kill. Alright, on the play here. Yep, totally fine hand. Turn 2 Glimmerlight into Centipede into Fear of Exposure. Glad I went with this over the Beastie, huh? Being able to play this on turn 4 is still pretty strong. Alright. Drew a blue card, but have no fear. Spineseeker Centipede is here. Ragged Playmate, okay. Let's go ahead and get an island. You know what would be nice? An Overlord of the Mistmoors. Off the top. The top rope, if you will. The Jolly Balloon Man? The Jolly Balloon Man is a good Magic the Gathering card. I'm gonna kill it before any shenanigans occur. Oops. Whew, that would have been really bad. Let's play Splitskin Doll. Let's attack. And let us kill the Jolly Balloon Man. No balloons for you. Not here. Not now. Wow, that's not good for you. Well, those are good cards, though. Midnight Mayhem and Wickerfolk Thresher. Well, they can only play one of those cards, so it's not too bad. I don't want to use Monstrous Emergence on the Playmate here. I think I want to play this. Got to think about this. Yeah, we'll do that. I'd rather, I mean, at this point, I think I would rather have the Centipede live. So if we just do this now, we can attack with both. If they block the Splitskin Doll, like, I get closer to Delirium, right? So that's a totally fine trade. Yep. So now I'm at 3 out of 4, and I have an instant in my hand. So now what do they want to play? Midnight Mayhem? To put some chump blockers into play? Or do they want to play the Thresher, which currently acts as a pretty good blocker? Okay, Thresher. So they lose the Mayhem, and I'm going to be able to just completely destroy them here with this Vanish from Sight, I think. Because that gives me Delirium as well. I suppose I could lead with the Watchdog. Don't want that. Now I think I just go ahead and Monstrous Emergence and save this. This is a lot for them to beat. This is a lot for them to beat. I can't think of a sweeper that they can have here. All right, Flesh Burrower into... Oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, we just ran them over. They were playing some Naya nonsense. Naya nonsense value. And we just gave them the beatdowns. Okay. Okay. You know what? We haven't even drawn our bombs yet. Just wait till we play Overlord of the Mistmoors on turn 4. We're just playing solid commons and removal spells and curving out. It's good old-fashioned magic. Gotta love it. Alright, Katerino. You and me. You and I. Well, I can't really mulligan this. It's a little heavy on mana sources. 4 lands, Watchdog, Centipede, and Monstrous Emergence, so... We're going to have Spineseeker Centipede in our opener a lot. Get ready for that. Alright, well, we're certainly not going to be forest cycling this Branch Snapper. It's actually a nice draw. Just gives us something to do in the late game, because we basically have something to do over the next 3 to 4 turns. Let's play the Watchdog, see if we can get something nice, like Overlord. Not Forest. Definitely getting a... We're going to get an island here and then draw Overlord. That's what's happening. But of course we get island. Grand Entryway, my only weakness. I could kill the clown. Or I can just play Fear of Exposure. I'm going to do it like this. Because that way I can block the Vicious Clown. Trapped in the Screen, sure. It's a good card. Dost thou want to attack with the clown? Nope. Okay. Let's beat down. They're kind of stuck on lands here, so... I really dislike this attack with the Glimmer. You just, like, got in for 1, but if I kill your thing, you take 5. See? I'm really disappointed if you attack with this again. Alright, they learned this time. I'm actually happy. I want my opponents to play reasonably well. Alright, we are getting flooded now, though. We surveil the land to the graveyard. We are definitely getting a little bit flooded. I feel like they probably... Oh, they don't. Okay. Alright, Branch Snapper. All in on the Branch Snapper. Oh, that is perfect. That was incredible. That's why we're splashing it. They didn't scoop to Branch Snapper. They scooped to Glimmerburst. There you go. Best common in the set. Best common in the set. That is a quick 3-0. Let's keep it going. Overlord. I want to just see the Overlord. You know what's actually funny? I'm looking on 17 lands right now. Glimmerburst actually is the best common in the set. Games in hand win rate rise. Among top players. That's nuts. Alright. Let's keep this. It's, again, a little bit land heavy. But I don't really want to go to 15 lands in this deck. It's fine. It's not that land heavy. But we have all of our colors, which is great. Oh, drawing the Watchdog was wonderful. I'll take another Watchdog here. Friendly Teddy. Okay. I will play a turn 3 5/4 Trampler. No, just so you know, before you get on your keyboard, I know some of you are already running to the comment section, ready to type in paid actor. Okay? I pay nobody. I don't have the money to pay people to concede. Okay? They're just choosing to put friendly teddies and then conceding. That's what's happening. All right, 3-0. We have all the colors and the centipedes. Okay. We obviously want to find some of our top-end stuff now. Yeah, I have yet to see my two best cards, which is Bookworm and the Bookworm and Overlord. Those are my two best cards. I'll keep that. Looks like a Winter's Intervention on the Watchdog. Maybe a Sporogenic Infection? Wait, oh, so they have an enchantment that they like. Interesting. And they wanted to actually... They're willing to take that extra point of damage. Okay. I'm going to get a Plains here, of course, in case we draw the Overlord of the Mistmoors. Do we have any double green cards? We do have Enduring Vitality, but the upside is so much higher if I can find Overlord of the Mistmoors next turn that I will get the Plains. I don't know what you have, but I will attack. I have a Vanish from Sight. How bad can this be? Murder? Withering Torment. Okay. Alright, let's go get a Forest. Because we have the Enduring Vitality in our deck. Same board state as the last turn, but we got a couple lands with the Centipede, which is great. Jeez. We are Centipede flooded. Alright, they're taking lots of damage. I'm going to play this Centipede. I don't know what land to get now. Do I have double blue cards? I guess I'll just get an island, I guess. Now I have two of everything, and then we can play Watchdog here as well. Don't want that land. 3, 4... This is Centipede number 3, by the way. 8 lands left in our deck. Grand Entryway. Sure. There it is. There it is. You know, this... I'm gonna do it. This actually... it seems kind of crazy, but I just want to cast this next turn. You gotta murder something. Sure, that's fine. They're at 3. I'll keep the Monstrous Emergence, of course. Do I have a sorcery in the yard? I do not. They have 6 mana available. What do you have? Final Vengeance? Okay. Oh, they're gonna make a 4/3 and just die? What? Like, I just feel, you know, these... I feel like I don't have to try very hard. You know what? I'm gonna reveal. Okay? I'm gonna reveal. There you go. I had it. I had it. See, I actually had to use it. Now we can say we used the Overlord of the Mistmoors. Okay, clean 5-0. Very straightforward. We are drawing well, fairly well at least. I mean, we have lots of centipedes, so we draw a bunch of them, but we're also drawing a bunch of interaction, but we do have 9 removal spells, so... Okay. 2 more to go. Man, it'd be crazy if I finished this video in like 50 minutes and I go 7-0. All right, we drew it. We drew it here. Turn 4, Overlord of the Mistmoors. We don't have a 2-drop. We do have Monstrous Emergence, though, so if they play a 2-drop on turn 3, we can go, oh, we just draw a 2-drop anyways. Why not? Why not? Blue? I'll keep blue. I have Vanish from Sight in my hand. Manifest Dread. Okay. Beastie Beatdown. I just want to get aggressive, get them low. I still have Vanish from Sight, use my mana. So those are all the reasons why I use the Monstrous Emergence that turn. Turn 4, I want to, of course, impend the Overlord of the Mistmoors. Happy enough if Wary Watchdog trades with anything. Trading with a Percussionist would have been pretty bad, actually, if they were able to flip it over. But, you know, this is going to trade with most 3-mana plays that they have. And I'm sure they want to keep their life total somewhat high. They do have almost Delirium. Oh. Defiant Survivor. Well, now I'm not going to attack. I just feel like every time somebody plays Defiant Survivor on 3, I just get wrecked somehow. But we will see what happens. I will block with the Watchdog. Obligatory block with the Watchdog. But they're going to play like Defiant Survivor or Coordinated Clobbering. Or, sorry, Fear of Exposure, of course. Of course they have Fear of Exposure. Why wouldn't they have Fear of Exposure? Why wouldn't they? I'm not going to play defensively here. Like, if they kill my Wary Watchdog, then I can still bounce something. It's probably just going to be the Defiant Survivor, to be honest. And they won't be able to replay it, so... I'm going to save this, actually. See what they do. Don't want the land. All right. That is highly, highly interesting. I will actually wait. I will actually wait. I'm going to tap it like this because I do have another Plains in my hand. I don't have any double white cards, I don't think. I should I mean, given that I have this Overlord, I should probably play like a little bit conservative. So maybe I just attack with one. The thing is, they probably have a... They probably have some kind of removal spell here. Whatever. Like, given that fact that I just have Vanish from Sight here anyways, like, if they kill my Splitskin Doll, that's fine. And then I'll just bounce the Defiant Survivor. Is there, like, a Hexproof spell? I don't think so. I mean, they're just trying to get super aggro. I totally get it. Yep. That is pretty nuts, to be fair. Everything tramples, too? Jesus. I might actually be dead here. I don't know. I mean, I gotta bounce this, obviously. I didn't expect Frantic Strength into double Wildfire Wickerfolk, okay? So, there's that at least. Goodness. I'm taking 12. I'm taking so much damage. And everything tramples. That's the problem. Okay, that was... Oh my gosh. They have 3 cards in hand? I mean, I think I'm dead. I legitimately feel like I'm dead here. Alright, I'm just gonna pass. Let's hope. Let's hope. I feel like playing a 7-6 is better than killing the 5-4. If they have anything, we're dead. Is how this lines up, just because everything tramples. But what a turn. I was at 15 life. You know what I mean? It's kind of crazy. I go to 1 here if they have nothing. All right. Yeah, good beats. All right. Yeah, I mean, could I have played it a little bit more defensive? Yes. But again, like, there are certain things I'm willing to play around. Given that I had the Vanish from Sight there, like, I just felt like I was okay. Like, I was going to take 5 damage. So... it's one of those things where you kind of run the numbers, like, hey, what possible combination of cards can I lose to there? It's like, I thought it was very likely for them to have a removal spell, but I did not expect give their creature trample plus play 2 4/3 hasters. You know, it's just simply not something I'm going to play around. Good deck, opponent. Well played. Hopefully I can not play the Splitskin Dull. Play the drawing the land there was awesome. Yeah, I'll take all the Centipede. I'm gonna block here. That's assuming they attack me. Piggy bank. God, this is so awkward. I mean, at least I'm not down a card or anything, so let's go get a Plains here. Looks like a final vengeance on Fear of Lost Teeth. Yep. They actually messed up the sequencing there. They let me surveil, which I don't think is correct. I mean, I guess it was still just a 2-for-1. Or 2-for-2. Oh, I didn't realize I didn't have another green source. But I think that's still fine. I mean, the Centipede still gets us value, right? I was considering Glimmer Bursting, but I don't really want to take 3 damage. But if I Glimmer Burst, I could go Centipede into 2-drop, but I can also just go double Watchdog. Green, huh? Swarmweaver? Yeah. Not surprising. Swarmweaver's quite good. Let's just keep getting lands. And then play Splitskin Dull. Alright. We have land and creature in graveyard. We do have Monstrous Emergence, the Swarmweaver. If you're being hunted, that doesn't do anything. Okay, that gives us Delirium. Or it'll give us Delirium next turn. Does that give them Delirium? No. All right, Delirious. Let's play a 5/4 with Trample. Innocuous Rat, sure. Looks like Fear of Exposure is going down. Oh, another Final Vengeance plus Rat. That is a nice combination. You probably shouldn't attack me with your piggy bank. But they might. Ooh. I think, I don't know what this card is, but I feel like I shouldn't use the Clobbering just yet. Let's play the Watchdog. If it's a land, I want to bin it. Glimmerlight? I guess I'll keep it. I'm going to play the Glimmer Burst here so I don't miss a land drop if I do find one. Alright. Like, Glimmerlight is nice because it allows my Watchdog to attack through the insects. Fear of Lost Teeth. Okay. Wow. Okay. Surveil. I will take another Centipede. It is a 3/3. I'll play another Watchdog. Equip the Watchdog and pass. Looks like they're out of action here. This is actually really funny, but I think it's correct. This is kind of annoying. Oh, this... I should have played the Centipede first. Because if there's something good on top, then what am I going to do, right? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I have to play the Centipede. This should be enough. We'll see what they have. Wow! It's a lot of Final Vengeances there, friend. I hope that's the last thing that they have. Otherwise, this is really annoying, because they get to kill my 4/4 and my token. Yeah, maybe why I went a little too aggressive with that removal spell, I'm not sure. Opponent, I'm going to need you to make a play. Please and thank you. Alright, nothing left. It felt like they were out of gas. It looks like they top-decked that Final Vengeance. So, we are now sitting at 5-1? No, maybe 6-1? We're speedrunning this. We are 6-1. Alright. Let's make it back-to-back trophies. Alright, we are on the play. I am certainly going to keep this. 3 lands, double Centipede, clobbering, split-skin Doll. The real question is whether or not I should run out this split-skin Doll on turn 2. I am on the play. What am I going to discard? I don't know. I'm hoping I just draw Wary Watchdog again. Or Glimmerlight and not have to worry about it. Feel like every resource is valuable. But I also feel like I should play it. Because given that I have double Centipede, I just, you know, on the play, I just think I have to play this. Anyways, the discard might actually not be bad. Given that I'm actually lacking in Manifest and helps me find, helps me get Delirium. Alright, we drew Overlord. Let's get the planes here and hope for the best. How aggressive are they getting? I do have this clobbering in case things get a little bit dicey. But obviously I'm very interested in just getting this going ASAP. This has first strike, so I can't really block. Like, what do I do about a Vicious Clown? Okay, Glimmerlight's whatever. Alright, no reason to attack into that Glimmerlight. Splitskin Doll can, of course, block. And I can use the Clobbering to kill the Needlehead if I feel like that's something that I need to address. I can go something like Spineseeker Centipede, get a Forest. Clobbering. Or just Spineseeker Centipede, get a Forest Watchdog, honestly. I'll just take the 3. Again, I'm still not really in danger of dying here. Hardened Escort. Okay. Tapping this down seems pretty good. This is a very annoying attacker. Let's get a Forest. Tap this down. Attack. And Overlord's coming in pretty soon. I could probably actually just chump with a Splitskin Doll. It gets me really close to Delirium. So this turn I think I will block. Because then if I cast Coordinated Clobbering, then I actually have Delirium, which I think is huge. Screaming Nemesis. Ugh, God, that's annoying. Alright, I mean, they are straight racing me, which is completely understandable. I'm going to try to keep my life total as high as possible. Block here. Block the Needlehead here. Looks like they might have another pump spell here somehow. We'll see. I mean, this is certainly a very, very nice start here from the opponent. Like 2 red rares that attack. Like, we had a great start, but I do feel like... I mean, I feel like I'm in danger. Like, there's certainly I can lose here from this spot. Just because I played this doesn't mean I just straight up win. So we have to play accordingly. All right, let's see if I can just naturally hit Delirium here. Enchantment Creature, that's got to be good enough. All right, that's great. They gotta have something. Seize from Slumber, probably. Feels like a Seize from Slumber. Like, if you have it, you kind of have to use it. Scorching Dragonfire, sure. Okay. Now what do I do? This goes down to 1. I can play Insidious Fungus, block Screaming Nemesis, and then kill the Glimmerlight, or the Glimmer token even. Or I can play Coordinated Clobbering just to kill the Needlehead. But then this is gonna hit me. I think I want to kill the Needlehead. And then we have Glimmerlight for an extra blocker. I don't know. Let's hope this is good enough. Like, Screaming Nemesis is obviously terrifying. Yep. Oh, they have enough. Yeah, I mean... Look, if they have double combat trip plus the Glimmerlight, like, what am I supposed to do? Yeah. Alright, that's fair. I guess I could have kept the flyer back. Yeah, that one feels pretty bad. I'm losing to some nonsense. And by nonsense, I mean just like a rare collection of cards needed to get me. So in that instance, it was like they had a removal spell, and then they went double combat trick, one of which made their Screaming Nemesis fly. I don't know. The thing is, if I kept the flyer back, if I keep one flyer back, they just kill the other flyer and still kill me. So the only way I survive that turn is if I keep both my flyers back. But I feel like against the Screaming Nemesis, you need to still put some pressure on your opponent. So it is what it is. Good deck, good draw from the opponent. I used the Stay Hidden, Stay Silent. I wish I used that on the Screaming Nemesis. But anyways, Jump Scare plus Turn Inside Out plus the Equip was enough to get me. I don't know, if I just play too conservatively, I just still leave myself very vulnerable to just a bunch of good combat tricks or removal spells, so I like being aggressive there, but obviously it didn't pay off. Alright, okay hand here. We have the Fungus into Glimmerseeker, Monstrous Emergence, etc. Would have obviously preferred being on the play with the Glimmerseeker. Do I sack the Fungus to just ramp? I think in most instances the answer is yes if I don't have a 2-mana play. Although this is interesting because I have Fear of Exposure, but I still think I ramp. Unwilling Vessel, okay. Okay, that's really good. They didn't have a way to kill the Glimmerseeker, so I do like seeing that. This thing has Vigilance, which is actually kind of annoying. Couple of interesting options here. I can kill the Vessel and then kill the Surveyor and attack and make a Glimmer, or I can just play Fear of Exposure. I think I just want to play Fear of Exposure. They missed a land drop, which is good. Okay, they hit their land drop. Alright, we're kind of all in on trying to get value here off the Glimmerseeker. We'll see how things go. Clammy Prowler, sure. They can't attack me. Alright, Monstrous Emergence to kill the Prowler. The problem here is I can't really attack with the Glimmerseeker. But I can attack with Fear of Exposure. Actually, I don't need it. I don't need any colors. We'll see what they do. I have a few ways to exile the Unwilling Vessel. Like, obviously, this thing can get out of hand. Really nice start here for us, but we are flooding out now. I mean, is it really flooding out when you have a bunch of centipedes in your deck? I don't know. Maybe not. I will actually block the Unwilling Vessel. Sure. That was their play? They have a lot more cards than we do. Us drawing another land is obviously just a disaster. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we have 7 lands left in our deck. And they have 5 cards in hand. So this is kind of all we have. We're at the mercy of our top deck. So obviously not liking this situation. We don't have a ton of card flow. We have a Glimmer Burst to draw some cards. And then we have Overlord of the Mistmoors, which is just a nice big thing to play. Hopefully we can find a removal spell for the Shepherds. For the Spirits. But we have so many bad draws. That, however, was a very good draw. Split Skin Doll. Draw a card here. Thank you, Glimmer. Into Branch Snapper. Okay. I don't mind that at all. Let's go. Let's trade this with the Shepherding Spirits. They'll be happy with that. But it's okay. We have the follow-up here. And if they had a removal spell for the Fear, I feel like they would have used it. Maybe I'm wrong in that assessment. But they have so many cards. Maybe their hand is just all lands. I don't know. That's the hope. Nope, just kidding. It's just the Wrath. It's a split up. I lose to that card every single time. Every single time. All right, so we now have 10 lands, and they probably have another Glimmer Burst here. Oh, Enduring Curiosity. Oh. You know, this is a funny thing. Like, this run was so quick. I just thought this was going to be an easy trophy. Not because I think my deck is absolutely broken in any way, but it just felt that way. And now, I'm pretty confident I'm going to lose now. Split up into Enduring Curiosity is quite strong, and we drew 11 lands. But you know what? I'm not going for rank 1. I don't need to be too upset about this. It happens. I'm glad we got to play Overlord of the Mistmoors and lose every time we cast it. It's a fun experience. Silent Hall Creeper, Curiosity, Split Up. Good cards. Good cards. Good cards. All right, hey, maybe this gets us out of it. Oh, you have a counterspell too? Fear of Imposters? Yeah, well, okay. Yeah, good beats. It happens. GG's, Catalina. Nice Split Up. I will have nightmares about Split Up. Can't wait for Foundations to come so I don't have to think about Split Up anymore. But yeah, 6-3 finish. Can't be super upset about this. And hey, look, technically speaking, we're kind of a green-white deck. Never saw the Bookworm, but we don't have that much manifest anyways. But technically speaking, we were green-white, maybe? Does this count? Maybe it doesn't. But solid deck. I mean, we just had a bunch of decent cards. And given that our deck was almost all commons, right? 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 commons. A 16 common deck in this format getting 6 wins, that's a win. That is a win. We had Overlord of the Mistmoors, which was great. Glimmer Seeker had a couple of combos with the Fear of Exposure and Enduring Vitality. We had excellent interaction. Certainly could have used more card draw. We had the Glimmer Burst, could have used another one. But all in all, I thought this deck was certainly solid. We had a bunch of Surveil stuff going on too. Maybe could have used one more big thing to do. It's possible that maybe I should have just played the Beastie here and just cut something cheap, but I can't really think of anything cheap that I wanted to cut. I like all my removal. I mean, like I said, I could get really cheeky here and just cut another land for a big card, given the quad centipede. I mean, that's not crazy. right? I've never really played 15 lands in this format, but maybe this is the one with triple Watchdog to surveil as well. So that's something that I could have done. But I think certainly our losses, had we had the power of foresight, maybe we could have played a little bit differently. Not Erin Forsyth, but, you know, we lost to that red-green Delirium deck that like combo killed me, dealt me 13 damage out of nowhere, and then had the combat trick to follow that up as well to kill me. Then we lost to the Boros deck, that had Screaming Nemesis into Give It Wings into also Pump It to get me down from 8 to 0, which was also unexpected. And then we lost to this deck, which killed us with a split up, followed by Enduring Curiosity, and then we drew 10 or 11 lands. So that was the explanation for how we lost our games. I'm okay with that. And given all of that, going 6-3, totally happy. And look, I'm still having fun with Duskmourn. And we will continue drafting Duskmourn unless all of you want me to draft Q. But I'm going to be continuing to do this at least until, of course, Foundations comes, which is going to be, of course, right around the corner. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, as I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button for more daily videos just like this. If you've enjoyed this content and wanted to support the channel in another way, the Patreon is the best way to do so. My Patreon is patreon.com/paulcheon. Shout out once again to all the patrons. Thank you so much for your support. Additionally, check out tcgplayer.com for all your TCG singles and sealed product needs. You need that booster box, you want to pick up some packs, you want to pick up some singles to round out your commander deck or to round out your deck for the next FNM or regional championship. Check out tcgplayer.com. Make sure you click that affiliate link in the description below before making any purchases. Last but not least, check out heavyplay.com for premium Magic the Gathering supplies and accessories. If you want deck boxes, playmats, dice boxes, life pads, sleeves, bunch of great stuff. Make sure you check them out. heavyplay.com/paulcheon for 10% off your first order. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.